Electric cars are the future, or so we have been told. But what happens when these high-tech vehicles go from 0 to 100 in a blaze? In today's video, we're diving into a topic that's been sparking a lot of debate: electric car fires. Are they really as dangerous as some claim, or is there more to the story? From real-life incidents to what the experts are saying, we're uncovering the untold truth behind the headlines. In Australia, there have been just 4 electric vehicle battery fires over the past several years. Interestingly, one of these incidents was due to arson, while the other 3 involved vehicles that were in buildings that caught fire, destroying the cars in the process. So, it's pretty clear that these fires didn't start in the batteries themselves. This week, however, saw 2 EV fires in Australia. In one incident, a car parked at Sydney Airport caught fire, destroying 5 vehicles. Firefighters believe the car's lithium battery was damaged and had been removed from the vehicle before it ignited. On the same day, another EV caught fire after hitting debris on a road in New South Wales, and it seems the debris pierced the battery pack, causing the fire. Despite these events, it's important to note that EV battery fires are actually quite rare. In fact, data shows that petrol and diesel vehicles are 20 to 80 times more likely to catch fire. The risk is even higher for electric scooters and bikes compared to EVs. However, when EV batteries do catch fire, they can be tricky to handle, but we'll get into that later. So just how common are these fires? An Australian company, EV FireSafe, has been tracking EV battery fires worldwide. From 2010 to June 2023, they recorded only 393 confirmed fires out of approximately 30 million EVs on the road globally. In Australia, during this 13-year period, only 4 EV battery fires were recorded. And as mentioned earlier, those fires didn't start in the batteries. But with the number of EVs increasing in Australia, some people might worry that fire risks will rise too. However, looking at the data from the past 13 years, it seems that as more EVs replace petrol and diesel cars, the overall fire risk might actually decrease. In May 2023, a report by the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency highlighted an interesting fact. Vehicles with internal combustion engines are 20 times more likely to catch fire than electric vehicles in Sweden. This statistic might come as a surprise to many, especially with all the headlines about EV fires, but the numbers tell a different story. In 2022, Sweden saw 106 fires in various types of electrified transport. However, more than half of these fires were not in cars but in smaller vehicles like e-scooters and e-bikes, which accounted for 38 and 20 fires respectively. Out of Sweden's 611,000 electric vehicles, only 23 fires were reported. That's just 0.004% of the total. On the other hand, Sweden's 4.4 million petrol and diesel vehicles had a much higher count, with 3,400 fires, equating to about 0.08% of the fleet. This trend isn't just limited to Sweden. Globally, data from EV FireSafe reveals that from 2010 to 2023, only 0.0012% of electric passenger vehicles caught fire. While finding equivalent global statistics for petrol and diesel vehicles is challenging, EV FireSafe analyzed various country reports and estimated the fire risk for these vehicles to be around 0.1%. This figure suggests that petrol and diesel vehicles are more than 80 times more likely to catch fire than electric vehicles. The EV FireSafe database records 393 verified fires involving electric vehicles worldwide. But they're also investigating 74 additional incidents and have 21 unverified cases. While the number of EV fires might sound alarming at first glance, it's essential to put this in context. These incidents are rare when you consider the millions of EVs on the road. One notable report from Tesla in 2020, although not independently verified, provided an intriguing comparison. According to Tesla, there was 1 fire for every 205 million miles. That is, 330 million kilometers driven by their vehicles. In contrast, data from the National Fire Protection Association in the United States indicated a much higher rate for traditional vehicles, with 1 fire for every 19 million miles, which is 30.6 million kilometers traveled. But what exactly causes these fires in electric vehicles? It all comes down to the battery packs. These packs store an immense amount of energy in a compact space. If the battery is damaged, it can trigger what's known as a thermal runaway, a chain reaction where the battery generates more heat than it can release, ultimately leading to a fire. Interestingly, about 95% of battery fires are classified as ignition fires. These produce intense, jet-like flames that shoot out in specific directions. The remaining 5% are more dangerous, involving vapor cloud explosions. Several factors can cause a battery to catch fire. Physical damage from a collision is one, but there are others, such as manufacturing defects, faults within the battery, improper repairs, arson, exposure to external fires, or simply overheating. The EV Fire Safe database shows that around 18% of EV fires occurred while the vehicles were charging, with an additional 2% happening within an hour after being disconnected from the charger. So, while it's true that electric vehicles can catch fire, the data clearly shows that they're far less likely to do so compared to traditional petrol and diesel vehicles. As EV technology continues to evolve and become more widespread, it's likely that these risks will be better understood and managed. For now, though, the idea that electric vehicles are ticking time bombs simply doesn't hold up against the facts. Battery fires, especially in electric vehicles, pose unique challenges that require careful management to ensure the safety of both firefighters and the public. When an EV battery catches fire, it can be incredibly difficult to control. Lithium battery fires in particular burn at extremely high temperatures, can last for days, and cause significant damage. One of the most frustrating aspects of these fires is their tendency to reignite just when it seems like the flames have been finally put out. If not handled properly, these battery fires can release highly toxic gases and chemicals into the air for hours. This makes it crucial for firefighting crews to be properly trained and equipped to deal with such situations. The traditional methods of fighting fires aren't always effective against battery fires, so specialized techniques are needed. One common approach is to cool the battery with large amounts of water, which helps to lower the temperature and slow the spread of the fire. In some cases, firefighters might even use a crane to lift the burning vehicle and submerge it in a large container of water, completely drowning the fire. This funding is crucial, especially given the rapid increase in the number of electric vehicles on the road. As EVs become more common, it's essential that firefighters are fully prepared to handle any fires that may occur, ensuring the safety of everyone involved. Investing in specialized training and equipment for EV fires is not just a matter of preparedness, but a proactive step towards public safety. The unique challenges posed by lithium-ion battery fires require specific techniques and tools that traditional firefighting methods may not address effectively. By allocating resources to this area, we can significantly reduce response times and minimize potential damage and injuries. Moreover, this investment sends a strong message to the community about our commitment to adapting to new technologies and evolving safety needs. In summary, while battery fires in electric vehicles present new challenges, they are not insurmountable. With proper training, equipment, and safety protocols, firefighters can effectively manage these fires and minimize the risks. As the popularity of electric vehicles continues to grow, it's more important than ever to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to fire safety, ensuring that both the public and the first responders are protected. What are your views? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.